Searching for euphoria, judging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head. Whoa.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, not put up again. I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. Oh, yes, it is. You know that we've been going it. Since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went.
Welcome in, everybody, to Purple and Gold Talk, brought to you by the In Off the Bench podcast. My name is Jim Cross. I am your host, and as always, I am joined by the amazing Ava Garza. Ava, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm really, really excited about this one. You know how I preach O-line? Like, I lined this one up, so I'm really proud of myself.
I mean, you lined it up, and it's your favorite kind. You know, it all makes sense. You know, we've kind of gotten in baseball mode, but football is still king. We know that, so we're gonna talk some football. But before we do, we got to plug the sponsor, Chinook Seedery, 8 flavors, best sunflower seeds in the game, less salt, no sandpaper tongue. Go get you a bag at the store today. Then, of course, Jesus One Apparel, John 16:33, empowering young men and women to be bold in their faith. And then Old Dominic Distillery, found in the heart of downtown Memphis. But enough of that. Ryan, my man, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me here tonight.
Absolutely.
So, Ryan, you're an early enrollee, so we caught you just about 3-4 weeks into your arrival to Baton Rouge. How's it going so far?
It's going great. I'm having a ton of fun. I'm honestly, as crazy as it sounds, I'm honestly not even homesick at all right now. So
you're not homesick. Where are you from?
I'm from Miami, Florida.
Miami. I heard that. So I've been to Miami, but let's say I hadn't. What's the one thing I got to do if I go there?
Man, there's so many fun things to do. I'd probably say go to the beach.
Go to the beach, all right. And then the most important question, because, I mean, I'm kind of a little overweight these days, Ava, and a lot of that reason is because I like to eat. So, Ryan, I ask you, where do I need to go eat at?
Wow, there's a lot of good spots. I'd say right by my house, there's a place called Naruto 88 Bistro and El Toro Loco. Those are 2 spots that are really good that I like to go to a lot.
Nice. Write that down, Ava. That's going to be the spot.
Write that down. Write that down.
So, speaking of Miami, according to 247 Sports, you were crystal ball 100% Miami. I imagine because you live close to there, it was somewhere that was special to you. But, you know, why was it, you know, not Miami? Why this decision to go away from home?
So to be honest, I wanted to go away. Like I have a very good relationship with everyone in Miami. Don't get me wrong. I love the place, but I just felt like my college experience would be so much more special if I went away and experienced like a real college life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've interviewed so many athletes and some, you know, love it at home. They want to stay close. And then a lot of them, I mean, you know, you want to have that growth. You want to get out. You want to be on your own. And, you know, we're going to get into all things LSU, but I couldn't imagine a better spot. My daughter is a sophomore at LSU, so it's near and dear to me as well. But, you know, I think it's important to note, man, you're a multi-sport athlete. You were a wrestling state champion. You know, you decided to give up your final season of wrestling to come to Baton Rouge. You know, just how hard a thing was that to do?
It was a really difficult decision. Me and my dad had long conversations about it because he was the one who you know, got me started with wrestling. But at the end of the day, like, football is what I'm going to college for, and I accomplished the highest achievement I could accomplish in high school, which is win the state championship, which is what I did my junior year. And then my senior year, I mean, yeah, I had to go. It's been so much of an advantage that like to leave early, like, and I've realized it now, like, it's definitely a huge advantage to leave early.
Yeah, so
I don't regret it one bit.
So I played high school football, and our coaches made it mandatory. You run track or you had to wrestle. And the reason is it made you a better overall athlete. I took the track because I used to be a lot lighter then and really fast. But the wrestlers had to grind, put in that work maybe another reason why I didn't want to get up early and do all that. But, I ask you, man, how much better of an athlete did it make you on the football field to also do wrestling?
So first of all, just the amount of like shape you have to be in to like wrestle in the first place is definitely a huge thing for me. I mean, Lane Kiffin, he runs a tempo offense, so we're on that ball quick, and that's definitely one thing. Just being in amazing shape has definitely helped me, and then just understanding leverage and just how to get under people, how to move people, and just like being able to stay square and have good hand-eye coordination has definitely translated very well to offensive line for me.
So I have to ask because I was digging around online and it says that you originally played D-line and spent your last high school season playing both O-line and D-line. What inspired that switch?
So I was a D lineman ever since Little League, and then my 10th grade year, Coach Miret, the offensive line coach at the University of Miami, he offered me to play offensive line, and that was kind of my inspiration, as crazy as that sounds. So when I made the switch, I actually ended up loving it, and I ended up getting a lot more offers at the O-line position rather than D-line position. And I mean, yeah, just like the strategy and everything that comes with offense, like I just find that so much more like interesting rather than D-line, because D-line is a lot more like reaction based opposed from O-line.
So I imagine because media was saying you're 100% going to Miami, that kind of made your recruitment process a little bit less than normal. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so on 247 Sports, they had me 100% Miami, like you mentioned earlier. So a lot of schools were actually kind of like scared by that, in a sense, as weird as that sounds. Like, for example, Indiana had come in to like check out a few of our players in high school, and they straight up told me like we think you're going to Miami. Like, we're not even going to bother offering you, which was very, very weird for me. And it also probably had a lot to do with the fact that I went on just a ton of unofficial visits to Miami just because it was so close to home. Like, it was probably like Miami is like 15 minutes away from my house. So they invited me like to all the spring practices and all that. And I mean, I can't pass up going to those visits. So I made those visits, and yeah.
So you were originally committed to Ole Miss. What made that the original landing spot?
Man, definitely the staff. The staff is very impressive. They have a ton of NFL experience, and last year they also recorded an average of 500 offensive yards per game. So that was big for me. And just Lane Kiffin and Kevin Smith and all of the staff, they're really nice people, and they know what they're doing, and they definitely have a plan for everyone here. And as you can see, it's definitely been going well. They've been doing great in the transfer portal, and have also picked up a ton of great freshmen too.
So then everything kind of goes crazy. College football in general just had a lot of question marks. And then the news comes out about Lane Kiffin, and that obviously changes some things. So talk to me about your thought process at that point in time.
So my thought process with the whole switch, it kind of happened really quick, and very late. I had been committed to Ole Miss for a while already, and yeah, like he pretty much just told me like, we have a plan for you, and yeah, like they just wanted me to they wanted to bring me along for the ride, and I couldn't pass it up because there was a lot of question marks at Ole Miss at the time for who would be coaching and all that. So I just felt like the most comfortable decision would be to come here, and I mean, obviously, huge upgrade to Ole Miss, a lot more resources and other things that like here are better than opposed to Ole Miss. Like, for example, Tiger Stadium. I mean, that's just uncomparable to any other college environment that can be played in. So that was one huge factor for me. And then also just like how easy it is to get around as well. Like the dorms and the facility and the stadium, they're all like in kind of like a triangle, like just very close to each other, and it's super easy to get around campus. So that was also huge for me. Like, we even have in our dorms, so the dorms go from the second floor to the fifth floor, and then on the first floor we have a whole supermarket. So all I have to do is just go down the elevator and walk outside, and we have a supermarket right under our dorm. So that's another great reason, just the convenience.
So I know you're close with your family. So how did having them as a support system affect your ultimate decision?
Okay, so my dad, he's a principal, and my mom's a teacher. So The academics, they definitely kept me on top of that. My mom kind of helped me with academics, or like stayed on top of me with academics, and then my dad stayed on top of me with sports. So like those just two things kind of really helped me make like the best decision for me, and like them just guiding me helped tremendously to make my decision.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I love that you're academic focused because, and that your parents stayed on top of you. Because I used to have this idea, Ryan. I used to think that athletes in college didn't actually have to go to class, and then we started the show 6 years ago, and I found out that completely wasn't true. That y'all actually do have to do your schoolwork, and then a lot of guys take it seriously simply because you don't know what your career is going to be after football. You don't know if it's the NFL or if it's, you know, you got to get a job, and so obviously you'd like to just set yourself up nicely if it's the other, but. What would you say has been your biggest adjustment, whether on or off the field, since you've gotten to Baton Rouge?
My biggest adjustment would probably just be like the freedom that I have, and just the time management, and like just the responsibilities that I have now that I didn't have at home. I mean, I have to take the trash out every day. I have to clean. I have to do my laundry. All these tasks that I have to complete before the day is over. So, but the freedom is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm loving it here, and yeah, that's.
So, you know, you've had a couple weeks to settle in, meet the guys, be in the locker room. Talk about the culture, man. What's it been like so far?
Oh man, the culture is great. It's definitely very like I would say like family orientated. Like everyone is just super friendly, super open. Like everyone is like I said, super friendly, but also like everyone is taking accountability of each other. So everyone is just making sure that, like, you know, we're on top of our stuff, but like, yeah, just super friendly.
So you have Braylon Moore in front of you, great guy to look up to. There's a lot of experience coming from Virginia Tech last year and now going to his second year here. You know, how's it been to have someone like him to help guide you and, you know, mentor you kind of, because he's been around the game a little longer?
It's been great. He's already been helping me tremendously, just, you know, getting used to like a college playbook opposed from a high school playbook. Definitely a lot more in depth with that. And I mean, just the technique, he's showing me a ton of technique already. And yeah, super cool, friendly guy to have in front of me.
So the first time you run onto a college football field, it'll be onto Death Valley, debatably the best college football environment in the country. How exciting is that for you?
Okay, so funny story. So I was committed to Ole Miss for a very long time, and when I made the switch, I had actually never been to any in-game visits to LSU. So the first time I'm going to be playing at LSU will be my first time at an LSU game ever. So I'll be running out of the stadium with my pads on as my first time ever experiencing Death Valley. So that's going to be super special for me.
So last question before I hand it over to Jim for your blind rank game. You've gotten a look at the early enrollees and transfers. Is there anyone that we should be keeping an eye out for next season?
Man, everyone is super talented. I don't want to just say one or two names, because then they're gonna get back at me on that. I'd say honestly all the freshmen, we're all super hardworking. I mean, Bryson, Rich, Deuce, Corey, Gavin, JC, everyone is super hardworking, and like I said, we're taking accountability of each other. I mean, like, you know, just making sure we're up in the morning for our 6 a.m. lift, just stuff like that. Just super, like, everyone is very hardworking. I can't pick one person.
All right, so I'm switching up as long as my Wi-Fi doesn't go out. You know, for those who are watching, they'll see my camera had a little spinning thing going. But I'm gonna do a game of this or that with you. Basically, give you two options. You choose one or the other. Can't say both. Can't say neither. You gotta pick one. You down to play?
Could you say that one more time for me? I apologize.
You're good. So I'll give you two options. You choose one or the other. You just can't say both, can't say neither. You have to pick one of the options. You down?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
All right. Simple out the gate. You a coffee or energy drink person?
Coffee.
All right. Who's got better food, Miami or Baton Rouge?
Miami. Miami.
You ain't been there long enough. I'll give you a pass on that. All right. Would you rather go bowling with the guys or go golfing?
Bowling, without a doubt. I love
All right,
bowling.
so next one's an important one. You hadn't got to wear them yet, but What do you think you'll like better, purple or gold?
Man, all the uniform combos are amazing, but I'd probably have to say gold. I'll go with gold.
All right. If you can go to any concert, like any concert anywhere, or you can go to any sporting event, whatever it is, anywhere, what are you choosing? The concert or the sporting event?
The sporting event. I'd want to go to a UFC event.
Okay, I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I would want to go to a UFC event. I'm a huge UFC fan, and that's definitely something that's on the bucket list for me later down the road.
Where would you go? One of those ones that's like off in another country?
Probably one in Miami. Whenever they have a numbered event down in Miami, I'd get to go down to Miami and see that there. That would
Hey, but he can go
amazing.
anywhere in the world, and he's just going back home.
I know. He must love it there.
All right. This next question there is no easy answer. It's a tough one. All right. Would you rather do 5 years in prison or 10 years in a coma?
Man, that's rough. I'd probably do 10 years in a coma because I just go to sleep and then wake up again and it'd be over with.
27, 28 years old. I mean, a lot of time passed by.
I don't know. 5 years in prison sounds
at least
pretty
you
rough.
So many guys say, give me prison. And it's like, bro, you ain't watching no movies. Apparently, I ain't going nowhere near prison.
Yeah.
All right. This is one that no one's ever gotten before because I haven't had anyone, I don't think anyway, from Miami. And if they did, they weren't going to play LSU football. They were playing something else. So this question is going to be maybe the hardest question if I did it right. Who wins, 2001 Miami or 2019 LSU?
Man, I'm gonna go 2019 LSU. I'm not gonna lie. They're just it's uncomparable. It really is.
The problem is everybody likes to talk about what I know. We will never find out. So it's like an argument that'll never end. But both so stacked with NFL pros, both dominated their season. Like I wish we could create it and simulate it and see it, but I'm with you just because that offense was so prolific. Man, just how awesome would it have been if you got to block on that team?
That would have been amazing. I mean, I definitely say Cushenberry is definitely a guy. So I don't even know if I'd be in front of that guy. But
Ryan, I was so mad at my Saints. They were going to go center first round, and they did. They went Carlos Ruiz, who was the third best center on the board. And I was like, how do we not go with the hometown kid, Cushenberry from LSU? I've never been so upset over a draft pick. I was like, how do we mess this up? But the Saints do things like that, so it is what it is.
Well, is there anything that you want to plug or promote before we close this thing up?
Just my Twitter and Instagram. It's Ryan_Miret on both. That would be it. And thank you guys for having me. It's definitely a pleasure, and I look forward to playing for the Tigers in Baton Rouge. So, thank you.
Perfect. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us. If you like his story and you love the purple and gold, please like and share on Facebook, retweet us on X, like and subscribe on YouTube, and give us a follow on Instagram. Until next time, love purple and live gold.